Hello and welcome to the inaugural Telecommunications and Tech Week here at NMH. We are so pleased that you've logged on, and we are looking forward to celebrating and telling you the stories about all the quantum strides that have been made to build an advanced new Namibia, Africa, and yes, even the world. My name is Kutsia, and we're really happy that you've joined us. And make sure that you keep checking in with us throughout the week, because not only will you be informed and inspired, but you could stand a chance to win a 3D printer from Eco Robotics or a small form factor PC from Pebble. Very exciting. We'd also like to thank MTC, the country's leading telecommunications provider, for coming on board as the anchor sponsor for Telecoms and Tech Week this year. And we also want to commend them for their great impact and the incredible work they do in our communities, not only to give us access to ICT and open up the world for us, but also for their impacts in the social, artistic, and sports realms. So thank you, MTC, and we look forward to doing many more of these with yourselves and all the partners and stakeholders that have taken part in this landmark publication. So, to get things started, we're going to chat to Mr. Derek Breers from InTouch Interactive Marketing to lay, the feel for us about some of the topics we'll talk about this month. He'll describe what you need to do to be in the running for our competition, and also just tell us about what InTouch Interactive Marketing is doing to digitize Namibia and beyond. Stay tuned. Boom! So we're back now, and to get Telecommunications and Tech Week started, we really wanted to start close to home, because NMH is big on innovation, and this is one gentleman who knows all about that, Mr. Derek Breers. He's the CEO of InTouch Interactive Marketing, and yeah, Derek, how are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks. And thanks for this opportunity. Always nice to meet up with you and chat a bit.
Yeah. No, we had to chat to you because, since I came over to NMH and seeing how InTouch has really contributed to Namibia's digitalization over the years, it was great for me to get a first-hand look at how you guys operate, and your passion for technology is just incredible. So if I may, I just want to give some background. Derek has vast experience in the world of ICT and IT, and yes, also not only in Namibia, but throughout the region, and having spent a long time in Angola. Derek, you have first-hand experience about how technology has impacted the lives of communities around Africa. Give us a bit of a background about yourself, your profession, and what you've seen technology evolve like.
I think one of the things that will always stick on my mind is when I was at varsity, people used to say, "You've got too many ideas, they will never come to fruition. You're playing around with this and this and that." And yeah. I think in the post-COVID era and the new normal that we're embracing at the moment, if you're not innovative, you're going to be left behind. We've seen huge steps in AI with GPT-3. Elon Musk is putting scary amounts of resources behind artificial intelligence. But in general, if you look at vehicles, how clever vehicles have become in picking up pedestrians and making sure that the vehicle as safe as possible.
Yeah.
The Tesla motors driving autonomously,
Yeah.
and having to make decisions in case of emergency. Literally, are you going to hit the car in front of you, or are you going to hit the pedestrian? And the vehicle is making those decisions.
Yes. And the policy regulators recognize that the vehicle can make those decisions.
Correct. So, yeah, I think a little bit of background. I studied mathematics. I've been working in ICT for the last 15, 20 years. I've been involved in finance, IT, management, HR, all of those things. And the one constant, as they always say, is change.
Yeah.
And without going too far on just blabbering on, the one thing that I can see, especially because I've got 3 young children, and between the 3 boys, they're going to go each, because there's a 5-year age gap between the 3. The first one will go into the world, the naked world, in 2 years. And I've sort of got an idea what lies ahead for him.
Yeah.
But the middle one that's still got 7 years before he's leaving school, we don't know. And then I don't even want to speak about little Derek that's still got, what's it now, 12 years. The world will be totally different.
100%.
As we know it. I mean, when we were at school, well, when I was at school, these things didn't exist.
Yeah.
And now I'm carrying my whole office in my hand. So, yeah, I think the biggest thing that lies ahead for us is adapt with change, stay innovative, and there's nothing like a crazy idea. It's only crazy if you don't implement it.
100%. And you guys have been implementing incredible ideas. I mean, Derek, I think a lot of people have gotten in contact with an InTouch interactive marketing product without even realizing, that this is a homegrown solution. What does InTouch do, and what are the plans?
Okay, so you may know us for the queuing systems that's deployed all over Namibia. We're currently busy with a very big rollout to 65 branches. May I name the customer?
Please.
So we're doing a huge rollout for Standard Bank Namibia, and go blue. I like the background as well for today. And yeah, it's a NPS and queue management system. NPS obviously standing for Net Promoter Score. Which is a tough way to manage yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Net Promoter Score, but 2 out of the 10 possible scores that you can get is in your favor. The rest is against you.
Wow.
So you really have to get high ratings to be scored something that will put a smile on management's face.
Yes, yes.
But we're very proud to be associated with that rollout. And then obviously we've got big customers like MTC, most of the Namibian banks with queue management systems, digital signage. And at the moment, we're pushing a bit on the envelope in digital marketing.
Yes.
So there's a nice couple of surprises. And to those of you that open the telco edition, follow the QR code and see more.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that for now.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's so cool is, we have crazy prizes, so make sure you scan the QR code and then answer the questions in our interactive quiz, which is another InTouch product. So please hit them up if you want to switch up the way you engage the market. But I mean, if you take part, you could win a small form factor PC from Pebble. Great, incredible. I showed this to Derek. And then, of course, a Creality 3D printer from Eco Robotics, which is also so cool, and it's going to give you so much, the possibilities are endless. Derek, now, InTouch has also, spread its wings across the border. How do you stay abreast of, latest developments and giving clients solutions that they might not even realize they need? Because I do know you've gone across the borders, but what are the plans for the future?
I think what COVID taught us is the economic recession leading up to 2020. A lot of things that we had to implement countrywide, regardless of the industry sector that you are in, you had to do cost cutting. You have to work more productive with less resources.
Yes.
You had to work twice as much for 1/10 of the income, that type of thing. And COVID forced all of our hands in moving in a technologisch man.
Ja, alsjeblieft.
We all had to move ahead very, very quickly. Oma now knows how to work WhatsApp.
Yeah.
She understands Microsoft Teams for school homeschooling.
Yes.
6-year-olds can switch on Microsoft Teams and log in and go crazy,
Yeah.
whether they're doing the latest kata from their dojo via virtual meeting,
Yeah.
or they're doing homeschooling on Bikini Clay Spiel.
Exactly.
So the future is definitely digital,
Yeah.
but what remains is the human element. I'm not advertising, or you're not advertising to a robot. We're only using digital means and channels to, in the end, speak to a person again.
Yes.
And what this has opened up for us is like the competition that you just mentioned, to go fully interactive and to think about things a bit more clever. If I've got a brick and mortar shop, I want more feet in my shop. And we've got methods to lure people with the right mindset into your shop to participate in certain competitions and treasure hunts and whatnot. And for them to be able to win, they have to be in your shop.
Yes.
It could be for a whole mall, or it could only be a mom and dad pop-up shop.
Yes.
But still, you have to utilize digital channels to get people to visit your physical shop.
Yeah.
And then obviously we've got online solutions as well. So we've got online payment solutions, we've got online shops, and we can take your little WordPress website and convert it into an online shop for you. And you can sell online to Gubabas, to Grootfontein, to Groblersdal in South Africa.
Absolutely. You know, and it helps somewhat cut costs because the physical storefront is not such a prerequisite. We've seen with Eco Robotics, they are doing incredibly well with the online electronic shop. You read the publication, you find out more, but it just, opens you up to a whole new world, so much more traffic without people getting stuck in traffic.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And in the vein, if I may abuse this opportunity, if you've watched these videos this far, you are now in for a treat. I want you to contact my sales team, and if you mention the following voucher code, you can get up to 20% discount on any of InTouch products.
Wow.
But only if you've watched this video this far.
Okay.
And the voucher code is... I'm just kidding.
Can we get that one more time?
So the voucher code is IIM21. India Mike 21.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from Mr. Breers himself, InTouch CEO, and just a visionary, and one of the guys really helping to push innovation in the country. So Derek, thank you so much for taking the time, and we will get in touch with InTouch, so we can push these things.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johanan.
All the best. Thank you for taking the time, Derek. That was super insightful, and we look forward to engaging with InTouch Interactive Marketing for our own solutions. I mean, they build games, apps, websites, you name it, they can do it, and they can do it the best. So, up next, we're going to look at, one of the major stories in the telecommunications and technology focused publication. It is about the HTTPS, the High Tech Transfer Plaza Select. This is an initiative by the Namibian University of Science and Technology, in collaboration with MTC, who have put vast resources into building a high-tech innovations hub. So this is incredible. We're going to be talking to Dr. Anna Maturas-Gorases, the head of project services at NUST, and she's going to explain a bit more about this landmark development. Stay tuned.
Growing together, I think that means progress and not leaving anybody behind.
Working hand in hand.
Working or walking?
Both.
Together means we're pulling our weight.
You
know you are never alone, and that is a very good feeling.
You can expect a win-win future.
If we're in it together,
we can grow together.
Matutho kukwika ndino ndi kushamuhuka tukarenovini korwa vingi.
Who would I like to share my future with?
somebody who cares for me.
I think someone I connect with that gets me.
Definitely someone willing to walk the distance, put in the work.
Someone that has a track record of success.
Someone who knows our future is bright and worth the investment.
When growing together, I foresee a prosperous future, a secured future.
Sharing a lifetime, having a common objective.
Complete honesty.
I expect to see a future where there are no inequalities.
Buy shares in the initial public offering of MTC, which opens on the 20th of September 2021. It is a future worth investing in. MTC, make the connection.
Boom! And we're back with another exciting installment for our Tel and Tech Week, Telecommunications and Tech, if you don't know the abbreviations. So I am very excited to be joined by Dr. Anna Maturos-Koroses. She's the Director for Project Services at the Namibian University for Science and Technology. Ma'am, thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you for having me.
Boom. So let's get into it, ma'am. We're here to discuss the HTTPS, the High Tech Transfer Plaza Select. This, I think, is one of the real landmark moments in, I think, industry and academia meeting and finding synergies, I think, this year or this decade. Tell us about the HTTPS and what it means to the local technology landscape.
Yeah, sure. I know it's quite a tongue twister,
yes.
HTTPS. Yeah, so it stands for High Tech Transfer. Because we are focusing on technology transfer. And then plaza, the idea for a plaza is a mall, yeah? So what we're trying to portray is a space where you literally, it's like a mall. You come, you look for what you need to buy, you get it, you move.
Or
learn. And then the select part is very specific, and it's deliberately added because it's a selected number of partners that will operate in this particular space. So what we're trying to do is create this technologically inspired ecosystem where we are looking at bringing academia, industry, entrepreneurs, development partners all in one space. So be it virtual presence or physical presence. So the idea is to have industry presence on campus. So it was really initially, so when I talk about the physical space initially, it was planned to be a parking garage because we had parking challenges as a university. But when we had our new Vice Chancellor, Dr. Errol Naumap, who came on board earlier this year, he looked at it completely different and said, no, we cannot just use it for parking. So then he started initiating this concept where we can now bring industry on board. And that's where we started talking to MTC. So MTC is our platinum sponsor, not sponsor, but a partner in the HTTPS. And we started having that conversation and to say, look here, university, you coming from your discovery culture, and we're coming from our innovation environment. So let's get together and create something where we can do not just technology transfer, but knowledge transfer as well. So that is what we're trying to do. So we are looking at bringing in industry. Most industry that have R&D departments to then concentrate or converge in this particular space where we have earmarked for our postdoctoral students to be based there. So what they're going to do is they're going to look at industry challenges and be in this space with industry and solve it for them through research, technology, product development. And so it's going to be a really live, vibrant space where we will have them. And then on top of that, we are looking at promoting entrepreneurship. So we are talking about startups coming there, testing. Once they get what they need, they can move out. The next batch can come in. Students are also not going to be static. Once their studies are done, they've added value to the process that we're trying to create, they're out. And so it goes on, and it's really a cycle of knowledge that we're trying to create in this particular space.
That is incredibly exciting, ma'am. And that's why, of course, the HTTPS is our feature story. In the center spread, we have a beautiful spread with Dr. Naumap and Dr. Erastus from MTC, just talking about that grand vision. And I mean, it was inspiring for me just learning more, and even the way how eloquently and you lay out this grand vision is incredible, and I'm so inspired. I mean, it feels like you guys are building the next Wakanda.
Yes,
yes.
That is what we're trying to do, but also trying to ensure that it is a national initiative. Yes. As much as we are it's housed at NAST, it is a national initiative, so that we can, promote and encourage that open, accelerated innovation for local relevance and impact. And also global recognition.
100%.
Yes.
100%. So, ma'am, what areas of IT, ICT technology will the HTTPS focus on, and why are these important areas to build local capacity on?
All right. So, first of all, we are looking at the frontier technologies. So as we are talking about the 4IR, we are in the 4th Industrial Revolution. So we are looking at the frontier technologies, the Internet of Things, the 4Gs, the 5Gs, robotics, all of that. Yes, AI, of course. And so we are looking into, as much as we're talking about the technology, we're also going to research the best way how we can actually adapt the technology to different conditions in the country.
Yes.
Yeah, so what we're going to do with, let's say, technology with access to let's say, telemedicine. Let's say we're going into telemetry let's say, in the north, it's going to be different from what we're going to do in the south, because we have to localize it and regionalize it accordingly. So what we are saying is we will look at where the areas of where the capacity needs are in terms of technology that needs to be rolled out, and then the students will be able to do deeper research into what is actually needed. So if it's a product that we need to develop, then that is what we will be doing. We are looking at it from different angles. Obviously, looking at the thematic important areas nationally crafted within the Harambee space, and the National Development Space. As you know, we are busy with the National Development Plan 6.
Yes.
And just today, by the way, the national STI policy was launched at NAST.
Yes.
So there are specific areas of focus that are highlighted in there. But we are going to look at, for example, water. We as a country have challenges in terms of water, but what we're saying is let's look at technologically products that can really assist us with access to water. So what we have done is also partner with the German Ministry of Research and Education, BMBF, and they have given us a grant for about 2.3 million euros to be able to sponsor 15 PhD students that's going to focus on integrated water resource management.
That's huge.
Yes. Yeah. The call is out currently, and they are going to look at technology-oriented research in the water sector. And that they will be enrolling in different PhDs. PhD in IT, information informatics, PhD in natural resources, PhD in engineering, and also PhD in geospatial sciences. And that all of that will then be in the water sector to see how best can we then position our country to be able to capacitate the careers of the future. Let me put it that way.
And solutions for the now even.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this is a regional program. It's going to not just be Namibia, but it will happen in what we call the SASCAL countries. We are partnering with the Southern African Science Service Center on Climate Change and Land Management. It's a mouthful, but it's SASCAL. And they operate in 5 countries in the Southern African region, so Namibia, Angola, Zambia, Botswana, South Africa. And we are hoping to attract students from all over those countries, but they will be based in the HTTPS with supervisors from all over Africa.
Yeah.
And also, we've got a German partner on board, and as part of the studies, the students will have to spend a compulsory 3 months in Germany to be able to then also let's leverage from the technology that is happening internationally as well. So that's one thematic area. Then we're looking at precision agriculture, for example. Our smart agriculture, and those types of things. And then we are also going to, like I indicated already, the health aspect, looking at how do we bring the doctor to the people without actually traveling. Yeah, so those are the elements that we are looking at and working very closely with our Faculty of Health and Applied Science, for example, on those areas. So the thematic areas are really areas that are relevant for the country. But also we are looking at some of those untapped areas that we will be finding out as the students proceed with their research.
Yeah, it's very exciting, ma'am, and I love how these themes are so applicable to the current circumstances and current concerns that we have as communities. So kudos to yourself and the team.
Yeah.
How does one get involved in the HTTPS? Do I just rock up there with my grand idea, or?
At the moment, we are still in the phase of trying to set it up and trying to develop a management model for HTTPS. So basically, at the moment, it is being managed through the Office of the Vice Chancellor. It's quite a strategic project for the university. And so I think at this point in time, we are approaching various strategic partners. We are looking at the mining industry. We are also looking at Social Security Commission at the moment. We are looking at those areas where we are able to then make a particular difference. So we are looking for specific partners, but like I've indicated, we are trying to say that this is a national initiative. Anybody should feel welcome to walk in there and just to understand what are the dynamics all about. How do I, as a layman from the street, contribute towards this? And so that is where our partner MTC also comes on board. And they, together with our experts, the nice thing about this is it's at the university. So we've got a pool of experts from everywhere and on anything. So that's the great part about it. So we are also looking at accrediting or developing some courses that can be certified so that anybody can do it. It's really demand-based short courses so that we ensure that our nation is equipped with knowledge and technology to be able to address the future. Yes, absolutely. Basically.
Yeah. And I think there's so many. Besides the so many shortfalls, socially or economically, but there are pressing issues. But there are solutions. There's so many solutions out there that we just haven't made applicable to our scenarios. And I think a space like HTTPS, where you have industry and academia working side by side in close contact. So I mean, now you have a student who has who's done all this research, who has this incredible idea, but then you have industry telling you that the industry players there, like the MTC digitalization team, which will be based at the HTTPS. Yes, a lot of mouthfuls.
Yes.
But I mean, it's an immediate sounding board, so you can go to the colleague down the hallway and ask him, what is the regulatory framework?
Exactly.
What are some of the challenges you are finding with this specific issue? And I think that is phenomenal, and I can only see great things coming out of this initiative. So kudos to NUST, kudos to MTC, and to all those wonderful, intelligent people who are going to be sharing ideas at the high-tech High Tech
Transfer Plaza Select. Yay, you did it.
Thank you. But ma'am, thank you so much for taking the time, and we really appreciate what you guys are doing there, and we're so excited to see what the future holds for the team at the HTTPS.
Well, you did it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much also for having us, and yeah, watch this space. We will be going aggressive once we have everything in place, and then I think it will be a really great space to operate in.
Yeah. I was telling, I had an interview with Dr. Stanley and Mr. Arpit from the India Namibia Center for Excellence in Information Technology.
Yes.
And I was telling them that I had just finished my online registration, but I need to go change my subjects because I need to get into these spaces.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are really building the
And that
future.
Center of Excellence is also obviously going to contribute towards the technology transfer of this particular.
Yeah.
So all of the research centers at NASA, it's really integrated space. Yeah.
Excellent, ma'am. So we're looking forward to seeing how it develops and all the innovations you guys come up with.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's been it for our first episode for Telecommunications and Tech Week. We're so happy that you tuned in, and we hope you were informed and inspired. Make sure to follow us for the rest of the week, and yeah, look out for our publication. It's going to be super exciting. You can learn everything from how to future-proof your kids, and which local movers, shakers, makers, and innovators are disrupting the digital space here in Namibia and finding solutions to our problems. Make sure that you enter our competition to get in the running to win a 3D printer from Eco Robotics or a small form factor PC from Pebble. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and yeah, we'll see you for the rest of Telecommunications and Tech Week. Goodbye.